in Wharton, because the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Narendra Modi, who is a member of the BJP, was invited to speak through a video link because he's been denied a visa to come to the United States. But he was supposed to address this business conference by video. And some professors ran a campaign against, petitioned the university to disinvite him, and he was disinvited. And now there's a campaign for the free speech of Narendra Modi. But I just want to tell you who this man is. He was a member of an organization called the RSS, which is the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, which was set up in 1927, inspired by the Fascists in Italy, inspired by Mussolini. One of their greatest heroes is Adolf Hitler. They very openly praise Adolf Hitler, and I'll read you some of the things that their books say. In 2002, when Modi was the chief minister, a train full of pilgrims coming back from the destruction of this Ayodhya mosque, which was disputed, the train caught fire. Nobody knows who set fire to the train, and 57 pilgrims were burnt. In reaction to that, under his watch, right-wing Hindu mobs went crazy in Gujarat. They burnt and killed and raped, and something like between 1,000 and 2,000 Muslims were massacred openly on the streets of Gujarat. 100,000 people were driven from their homes. The people who did the killing were helped by the police. There was a member of the Legislative Assembly called Ehsan Jafri, who had the temerity to stand against Modi in the elections. His house was surrounded by a mob of 20,000 people. He made something like 200 phone calls asking for help. The police vans came there and went away. They didn't do anything. The mob surrounded the house. Ehsan Jafri came down and said, look, there were many people sheltering in his house. He came down and he said, look, do what you like to me, but let the women be, let the people who are taking shelter in my place be. They cut off his arms, they cut off his legs, they dragged his body around the place, and then they killed all the people there. They raped the women and they burnt them alive. So, and Modi said, well, if there's an action, there'll be a reaction. And this man is now the front runner to be the Prime Minister of India. And I just want to read you some of the things that the organization to which he belongs say. These are some excerpts from a book called We or Our Nationhood Defined by M.S. Golwalkar, who succeeded Dr. Hedgewar as head of the RSS in 1940. Ever since that evil day when Muslims first landed in Hindustan, right up to the present moment, the Hindu nation has been gallantly fighting on to take on these despoilers. The race spirit has been awakening. In Hindustan, the land of Hindus, lives and should live the Hindu nation. All others are traitors and enemies to the national cause, or, to take a charitable view, idiots. The foreign races in Hindustan may stay in the country wholly subordinate to the Hindu nation, claiming nothing, deserving no privileges, far less any preferential treatment, not even citizens' rights. To keep up the purity of its race and culture, Germany shocked the world by her purging the country of the Semitic races, the Jews. Race pride at its highest has been manifested here, a good lesson for us in Hindustan to learn and profit by. By the year 2000, the RSS had more than 60,000 branches and an army of more than 4 million volunteers preaching its doctrine across India. Now, at the time when the pogrom against the Muslims happened in 2002, there was an outcry and people were shocked, but since then Modi has won the elections 4 times. And now he has become the most favorite candidate of India's greatest corporations because he's bringing in a lot of private investment. So if you bring in the money, then a little killing, a little raping, overseeing all of that is not such a bad thing. So you have a situation where this kind of open, I mean, we call them fascists because they call themselves fascists. Meaning they, in their books, admire the fascists.